Alright guys, quick video here. This kind of warranted it. This is kind of the upper frame, and you got these pulleys here, which are going to be for your belt, for your tail rotor. I'm guessing it's the main shaft, bearing block, starter, the clutch bell. But this is pretty straightforward. It's just a stud that mounts from the bottom with a bearing and a roller. This one, however, has a kind of like a torsion, like a friction to it. There's a spring. Well, it's not really a spring. I guess it's a spring. But the thing I noticed was when there's a little stud there. Oh, sorry. Little stud that this bearing moves down and sits on top of, and then you can see the spring there. When just something to look out for, when I had it on the other way, like flipped it over, you can kind of see how it pulls down. The little arm pulls down. They're not seated flush against the metal. Well, with it, the other flips over, that little arm, which goes up into a hole into here, with it tightened all the way down, it basically pulled it down, and there was very little of that spring into this metal to kind of hold it. So I flipped it over, retightened it, and now instead of having one side with all of the this one was flush last time and this one was almost coming out, now they're both kind of about equal. So just something to look out for. If it seems to be excessive one way than the other, just try flipping your spring over and retighten it. I'm not sure if that's going to be an issue, but this is just here strictly to put some pressure against that belt, I'm guessing. So that's kind of the little first thing. Straightforward. Instructions are pretty easy to follow. I did notice there's quite a few different sizes, so just be careful. These are very close as far as lengthwise. 4mm, 3mm, some 2mm. And what I was going to tell you, I had a picture of it, but they do label their bags. They like their bags. Step number 1. So the overall bag was labeled step number 1, and then all these bolts were in a bag that said step number 1. The rest of them are just in bags. So just something to help you out when you're assembling it. All right. Well, I'll get back to it. Like I said, this is the first thing I wanted to point out. Take it easy.